AIM, Authentic Ilm Mission.
حي على الفلاح.
Authentic Ilm Mission presents its second national conference, Denver, Colorado, November 25 to 27. The community of the two lights, Al-Baqarah and Al-Imran. Renowned speakers. Dr. Bilal Phillips, joining live. Sheikh Uthman bin Farouk, Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid, Sheikh Ibrahim Zidan, Sheikh Ukasha Kamini, Daniel Haqiqaju, Abu Taymiyyah, MJ, joining live. Farid al-Bahraini, joining live. Wasim Ismail, joining live. If you cannot afford a hotel, state the venue for free. Accredited courses by the International Islamic University of America in Aqidah, Sciences of the Quran, Comparative Religions, and extracurricular on the contemporary dilemma of LGBTWXYZ. Register now at www.ilmcon.org/events.
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika lah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa azwaji ummahatil mu'minin wa ala man ittaba'ahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, apologies for the delay. We had some technical issues. Please send your questions to 303-500-5101. Call us 303-500-5101 or text your questions on the same line, on the same number. So this is the number that you can call, bi'idhnillah. Or post your question on the WhatsApp chat, the YouTube chat, or the comments, section of Facebook page. We will be taking your questions, inshallah. So hopefully you can hear me. If you can send me a message that you can hear, inshallah, that's good news with these technical issues that we had. Also, the quality of the picture may not be the best, but we're trying to fix that, inshallah. So can you hear me? That's question number one. Can you hear me okay? I guess no complaints about the audio, so you can hear me. Okay, excellent. So that's good news. If you call on the WhatsApp, it may not go through the live stream, so we're going to have to try to use another way of getting the voice out there, inshallah. 303-500-5101. Give us a call, inshallah. Maybe somebody can test the phone line just to make sure it's working. 303-500-5101. If we can test the phone line, that would be nice. 303-500-5101. Brothers and sisters in Islam, until I get your phone calls, the AIM, Authentic Ilm Mission Conference, is next Friday, starting next Friday, inshallah. So join us, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. If you have not, join Authentic Ilm Mission second national conference. That is where, brothers and sisters in Islam, we will be talking about the two chapters, Al-Baqarah wa Ala Imran. Surah Al-Baqarah identifies our character. Surah Ala Imran. Okay, someone is calling on the so we're going to have to. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, sister. Okay. Yes, sister, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Nida Yusuf, and I'm calling from.
Okay, you're calling from where?
California.
California. And your question, Sister Nada Yusuf?
Yes, brother. Actually, I was not used to wear hijab, and now I did.
Alhamdulillah.
But before, in my past years, I was using the hair extension, and one of my friend knows it, and there's a wedding coming on in her side, and she's asking me to give her my hair extension if I have it. So I said I don't know where I put it, but I know where I have it.
Okay,
but I'm not using it.
using hair extension is not allowed in Islam. You should stay the way that you are. So I wouldn't advise you to give it to her. She's a Muslimah, right?
Yeah.
She's a Muslimah?
Yes, that's my question.
Yes.
Yeah, so because I was thinking if I say no to her, it's a lying because I have it, but I don't know, I'm not using it anymore.
Yeah, just say you couldn't find it, okay? But don't give it to her. Don't participate in that, inshallah. Barakallah feekum.
Jazakallah khair.
Wa iyaakum. Ahsanallahu alaykum. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, I'd rather prefer if you can call in Ismail. I know you're sending me these questions, but if you can call in the regular line, so I will, inshallah, try to answer these questions bi'idhnillahi ta'ala for the brothers. Ask Imam Karim LiveShow also if you can post your question on the screen. That would be good, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Ismail, how are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, Sheikh.
Yes.
I have two questions from the chat.
Okay, go ahead, inshallah, Ismail.
The first one is from Ahmad Saeed. Sheikh, is it haram to work in Walmart since we have to stock haram Christmas decorations?
You see, regarding working in stores where the majority of the products are lawful, you see, the ratio of the unlawful in that store would be minimal. Jurists have mentioned that it's permissible to work in these particular stores, provided that you refrain from selling alcohol, intoxicants, completely. And this arrangement should be made with the store. But if you end up facilitating or being part of the sale of other products, whether these seasoning, the so-called Christmas or so-called Thanksgiving or all of that, scholars mention it's permissible. However, they recommended that you give a sadaqah in lieu of the earning that you get from that. Yes, Ma'i.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. The second question is from A.H. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. It is nice to see you. I'm from UK. Allah Azza wa Jalla does not exist in one place. He is out of his creation. Am I right?
We do not use such language when we talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We as Muslims are disciplined. We do not use terms. I really should have stayed on the line with me because I can't. So I'll answer that question later. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Now, name, state, and question.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, brother. Name, state, and question, please, and talk to me from the phone, not from the TV.
Now, name, state, and question. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, brother. Name, state, and question, please, and talk to me.
Smile from New York.
Yeah, can you stay away from the TV or whatever you're watching, because there is a split of 15 seconds between the two. Brother?
Yeah. Can you stay away from the TV or whatever you're watching?
Yes.
Just a few seconds.
Yes, Sheikh. Assalamu alaikum.
We done that already. Wa alaykum assalam. 4 times already. What is your question?
My question is concerning for Juma. During the Juma, is
You see, you're insisting
during the Juma.
You're insisting on listening to the TV while you're talking to me. There are 15 seconds between me and the TV. So leave the TV alone and talk to me from the phone so we can get this done, please.
Yes, close the TV. Shut it off. Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Salam wa rahmatullahi wa
Can you hear me,
barakatuh.
Sheikh?
Yes, your question, brother. Jumu'ah. What about Jumu'ah?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, for Juma, during the Juma, and is it permissible to bring somebody that running for the office or some politician to speak just before we make prayer?
So, talking about his election and stuff like that?
Yeah, talking about the election or to whatever, politician.
Yeah.
During the Juma, when we supposed to, Imam finish the khutbah, we supposed to pray. But instead of praying, they bring somebody in the front, politician, and he talk, and then the people scream, they clapping and they screaming different things. Is this permissible or
It is
not?
It is not permissible at all to do that. They shouldn't associate such coming of officials with Salatul Jum'ah to begin with. And if they insist, then it has to be done after the Jum'ah is concluded completely. But making this part of the Jum'ah, this is absurd. Even sometimes I see people fundraising before Jum'ah, before the Salah. I don't know what evidence do you have out there to do that. It's only the Imam. The Imam may address some issues with certain individuals before the initiating the Salah. He may do that. He may have a short conversation here and there. But to have an event like that before the Salah is unheard of, and it's a heresy, and we should stay away from it. Furthermore, bringing politicians into the masjid to promote their own party, it's against the 501c3 laws in this country. Because houses of worship should not align with certain parties. And you're obliged to bring the other opponent, if you do that, to be balanced, to be fair.
Right.
So it opens a whole gate of misguidance here. So we shouldn't do it. You advise these brothers in leadership that this is wrong and you should not do that. If they insist, then do it after the Salah, after the Imam says Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. But you insert this into the Jumu'ah, this is not right. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
If the Sheikh.
Yes, I'm listening.
Sheikh.
Yes, I'm listening.
If they insist on this, and I tell them, should I leave that Jamaat and go to another Jamaat?
Yeah, go to another masjid, yes. If they insist, go to another masjid, yes.
Okay. Jazakallah khair, man.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hi.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh, Sheikh. I have 2 more questions from the chat.
Yeah, Ismail, but if you ask questions, you have to stay with me because another one will call and it will, I can't, I have some technical issues here already. So let's go back to that question
Inshallah.
that I could not answer, the brother from London, or from England, I think. Can you tell me what was his question again?
Yes, Sheikh. He said Allah Azza wa Jal does not exist in one place. He is out of his creation. Am I right?
Okay, first of all, we don't use that language when we talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we mention what he mentioned about himself in the Quran and in the Sunnah of the Prophet and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. What we have is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above the throne. That's what we say. Above his creation. That's what we say. That's what we say. But we don't use that language. You see, this is the Maturidi Ash'ari approach when they talk about the names and the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which matches the trend of the people of the book, that they run their mouth. When we talk about Allah, we affirm what he affirmed for himself, subhanahu wa ta'ala, or his messenger, or we negate what he negated from himself and his messenger. That's it. This statement is not right. Don't use that statement. We say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exists above the throne in a way that suits his majesty. Jazakallah khair, Ismail. Next, please.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. The next one is from K. Why Prophet Musa والسلام, could not see Allah Azza wa Jal in this dunya? Not because Allah Azza wa Jal did not allow him, but because he was not physically able to.
The hadith that explains that, hadith Abi Musa al-Ash'ari radiyallahu anhu, Abdullah ibn Qais, والحديث في صحيح الإمام مسلم. قال رسول الله صلى الله Abdullah ibn Qais, Abi Musa al-Ash'ari said, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, one day he stood up and he delivered 5 statements, 5 sentences, 5 things. Allah does not sleep and is not befitting for Allah to sleep. One of things that what he said, Hijabuhu nur, the veil between Allah and his creation is made out of light. لو كشفه, if this veil is lifted, if this veil made out of light is lifted, لأحرقت سبحات وجهه ما انتهى إليه بصره من خلقه. Everything that his sight, Allah's sight subhanahu wa ta'ala reaches, which is indefinite here, will burn. I want whoever is asking whoever this is, a brother or a sister, wait for the sun when it is in the middle of the horizon and there is no cloud, and try to look at the sun. And this is a creation of Allah. You won't be able to handle it. And this is a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in the story, Allah actually lifted the veil based on hadith Abi Hurairah fi Musnad Ahmad. That much the Prophet did like that to the Prophet, to his companions. So Musa could not handle it. So the answer to the question is we cannot handle that. So it's really out of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah doesn't reveal himself to us in this world, because our build-up is not made to bear that. Our build-up, physical build-up, will be different in the hereafter, and that is why we affirm the sighting of Allah in the hereafter. Jazakallah khair, Ismail. Yes.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. One more last one is from Hamza. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. I live in Canada. There is only one male dentist who only works once a month. Can I go to a non-mahram dentist?
So he's a brother and only one male. That's permissible. Yeah. That's permissible. If there is only and he cannot travel somewhere or cannot go somewhere else to another male dentist, that's permissible. Yeah, inshallah.
So can he go to a non-mahram dentist, a female dentist?
Well,
That's his question.
if this is the only one available in his town and he has to take care of his teeth, But if he travels, I'd rather him go somewhere else, another town where there is, a male dentist. That's what he should do, inshallah. Only necessity,
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh.
necessity. If there is a necessity, that's the only one available, and I have to take care of my teeth. I don't recommend it completely. I should be taking care of my teeth, brushing my teeth, hopefully. But if there is no one else, and this is the only resort you have, it's permissible. Jazakallah khair. Barakallah fi.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. 303-500-5101. Inshallah, give us a call. Don't forget, brothers and sisters in Islam, the conference is this Friday. We're going to begin with the khutbah, khutbah al-Jum'ah at Dar al-Tawheed, where inshallah Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk will be giving the khutbah. The first one, I will be doing the second one. And the conference is going to begin. After that, we will embark on the different subjects. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sheikh, I wanted to ask about, is it permissible for a sister to consider more than one person for marriage, or is that up to the sister's mahram?
Not at the same time, so. You may consider, yes, if you have like two brothers who are interested in you, first of all, you should consent your wali, your guardian, your father, or whoever's in charge, and deal with them one at a time. You cannot merge the two at the same time. Like, meet the first brother. If the sister is interested in him, then a verdict has to be made. If she is not, then she can move to the next brother. But she shouldn't be holding both, because the Prophet ﷺ warned the brothers actually to propose when someone else proposed. لا يبع أحدكم على بيع أخيه ولا يخطب على خطبة أخيه كما جاء في الحديث. جزاك الله خيرا. بارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم. Okay, so inshallah, Sheikh Uthman at 12:10 will be giving the khutbah at Dar al-Tawheed. The concept of ummah, what is the ummah is about. We know that we have two types of ummah, communities. One of them is called Ummatul Da'wah, which is the entire world, is Ummah to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So the entire humanity is actually the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
My name is Mohsin. I'm calling from Nashville. So I have a question regarding female sheikh. Can a female sheikh give like khatira, like talk, Islamic talk?
Female what again, brother? Female what again?
In the masjid.
Female what again, brother?
So the question is, can a female sheikh, like she's a mashallah good knowledgeable sheikh,
female sheikh,
and she comes to masjid and give talks to men and women?
Brother, female sheikh.
Yeah, sheikh. I'm talking about the female student of the knowledge.
Sheikha.
Right.
Do you hear yourself? Do you sound okay?
Sorry?
I mean, does this sound okay to you when you say it? It sounds okay, like it's normal when you say it?
No, it looked a bit bizarre to me. That's why I'm asking.
I'm sorry. I mean, just me hearing it disturbs my ears.
So I raised the issue to the masjid. They are saying she's the own lady.
No. She can talk to the sisters. Yes, she can be a sheikha to the sisters.
Yeah, but what happened? She was giving talk to the whole community.
That is
Then a
wrong.
normal
That
experiment
is
happened.
wrong. That is wrong. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong.
Okay.
Unheard of.
Okay. Thanks for the
May
clarification.
Allah guide the system.
It's been done. I raised the issue to the community. They didn't listen.
Yeah. Advise the community that's wrong. That is wrong. We shouldn't be doing that. Jazakallahu khairan. Aisha radiallahu anha.
Okay, Sheikh.
Listen to this. Aisha radiallahu anha.
Yeah. Yes.
And who's Aisha? The mother of the believers. بنص القرآن النبي أولى بالمؤمنين من أنفسهم. Look at this. Surah Al-Ahzab. وأزواجه أمهاتهم. And his wives are the mothers to the believers. يعني Aisha is my mother. رضي الله عنها. In spite of that, when someone would ask her a question and he's a male, she would answer him from behind a veil.
Right.
Yeah.
Sheikh, now one of the brothers was saying that Imam Malik's teacher was a female.
Allah al-Musta'an. Tell him, give me a break. Tell him, give me a break. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته يا شيخ كريم.
نعم أهلا وسهلا.
كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله.
الحمد لله. My name is Isa from California.
تفضل عيسى from
I have
California.
one question يا شيخ.
نعم تفضل.
So obviously the last 2 years, alhamdulillah, I started practicing and alhamdulillah, memorizing Quran, learning Arabic and practicing Islam. Alhamdulillah. But I've had my uncle, he's had a zawj who is Buddhist, ya Sheikh. Yeah, and this is what I'm pretty sure.
Your uncle is what again?
What I'm saying is,
your uncle has what again, ya Isa? Has what again? I'm sorry.
He has a wife.
A wife, okay. Who is a Buddhist?
Naam.
Naam.
Naam. I don't know of her converting to Islam. They don't practice Islam. They like gamble and drink khamar, and my family in general is not religious. What I'm saying is, my family sees them as family. How should I deal with this, Sheikh? Because my interactions, I never shake hands, I never hug. I just say hi. I don't say salam. But how do I deal with this? I don't want to make kufr on my whole usra.
You shouldn't.
I don't want to do that.
Ya Isa. Ideally, I advise the brothers who just woke up, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving them a sign that now they are waking up and realizing the purpose of their existence, that we're here for a temporary period of time to be tested, and at the end of the day, whether it is Jannah or hell. So these brothers who wake up, they were asleep in a state of ghafla, like yourself and like many Muslims, and they come back to the religion. I always advise them not to worry much about your surroundings, because first of all, when you try to do something, you're going to be a little bit harsh. Why? Because you feel like you already reached a precious treasure, and you feel like the people who are not on the same page with you are there to take it away from you. You understand? Then you become a little bit harsh. I would advise you, unless if they are in the middle of your life, unless if they are mixing with you and there is no way to stay away from them, like your father, your mother, your family.
Every week we see them. They're like.
Then that's another issue.
Like
then every time you see them, if you can avoid them, is better at the beginning. But if you happen to see them, I would remind my uncle that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it permissible for a Muslim to marry from the people of the book, but not from a Buddhist, not from a Hindus, not from an atheist. Yes, Allah made it permissible for a Muslim man to marry from a female who is the people of the book, provided that she's practicing and she's chaste. يعني she is عفيفة يعني. Although I am the one who adopts the opinion of Imam Malik regarding this issue, that we shouldn't do that living in a predominant non-Muslim community, because normally the children would be taken away if the marriage doesn't work. The children would be taken away and the society will raise up the children. Now, when it comes to your uncle and the people, the family members, I would take it easy, advise them lightly. Advise them lightly. You see, your mission is try to bring them to where you are. In no way being harsh by labeling them apostates. They are ignorant. I tell you that. I think most of family members are ignorant. They don't know. They haven't gotten a share of knowledge that like you. You're blessed. They are not. They are still in misguidance. Now, you have to do this in a kind way, Isa, in a nice way. And normally when you're still struggling to maintain and sustain what you have, يعني انت لسه بتحارب في نفسك حتى تحافظ على ما انت عليه، فتجد نفسك في حروب اخرى. ولذلك look at the stories of the people of the cave, the companions of the cave, the youth. What did the youth do in order to save themselves? What did they do? وإذا اعتزلتموهم وما يعبدون إلا الله. They separated. You see, when they were there, إذ قاموا فقالوا. When they were in the middle of them, إذ قاموا فقالوا ربنا رب السماوات والأرض. When they stood up, they said, "What? Our Lord is Allah. We are not going to do like you. You are mushriks." You see, that's what you have to do if you end up in a gathering of polytheists, of mushrikeen. But they started threatening them. So then they did what? وَإِذْ اعْتَزَلْتُمُهُمْ. Then they withdrew. They went away. Hopefully you got the message, Isa. Okay, may Allah give you steadfastness, Ya Rabbal Alamin.
One more quick thing, ya Sheikh.
Sure.
If because they've openly, like my grandpa openly says that I never attend Eid, I never go to the masjid. He openly says this. If I know, which I know that they secretly yani yashrabu khamar, I know this. How should I deal with this? Because they said plenty of things where they go like making fun of the deen, having nifaq. So yani, how should I deal with it? Should I just do what you said and just kind of not separate myself?
Yeah, separate yourself until you find yourself comfortable, strong enough that you can address them in a kind way, in a nice way. You see, that the problem is if you go in a harsh way, if you approach them harshly, number one, they're going to think that you have gone fanatic, you're an extremist. They're going to label you, actually.
They already think this.
Yeah, they're going to label you. This is number one. Or they will not accept from you. And they will not, and they will not accept from you. So you have to feel comfortable yourself of where you are. 1 year is not sufficient. You need to build your iman. You need to build your knowledge. You need to learn how to engage into a conversation to call people to Islam. All of that before you actually engage. Jazakallah khairan, Isa. Ahsan Allah alayk. Assalamu alaikum.
وإياكم. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, I do have a 571 who tries to call. If you call on the regular line, it would help a lot, everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you call on the regular line 303? It's free, 303 500 5101. Can you call that, the regular phone line, please?
Okay, inshallah.
Barakallah feek. Assalamu alaikum. WhatsApp, ya ikhwa, I have to hold the phone, and we're having some technical issues with WhatsApp so far. So again, remember the conference will be having also an additional 4 courses supposedly accredited. They are accredited, inshallah. 2 of them were still working with the accreditation. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, speak up now a little bit, please, kindly.
Yes, this is
Hussein from Maryland. I have a question.
Okay.
Let me know if you can hear me, Sheikh.
Yeah, I can hear you. Definitely. Go ahead.
Okay, Sheikh, my question is upon the question on hijab. You take the opinion, if I'm not mistaken, that niqab is mandatory. Let's assume for a moment that it is not mandatory for a moment. What remains is like, what exactly would be the hijab? Is the hijab in terms of what it's supposed to cover? Is it a scarf with loose piece clothing all around? Is it a scarf that covers not only the head but from head to toe? I'm taking the ayah from Surah An-Nur 24, verse 60. وَالْقَوَاعِدُ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ. Does this necessitate that because there's no sin on old women from uncovering them?
Okay.
Uncovering themselves.
For a
if there's
hijab,
no sin on their aura has to be covered, but for young women.
Okay. The hijab, you mentioned that the niqab is recommended according to the majority of the jurists. In some cases, it's mandatory. One of them is actually the time we're living in my opinion. That's my judgment. As for the hijab, now when we say hijab, we do not mean the scarf. We actually mean more than that. There are certain criteria that must fit in that hijab. Number one, it must depict modesty, that the individual is modest, meaning they are not paying attention, they are not getting attention, they are not there to get attention. Sometimes sisters would be wearing perfect hijab, but the cloth is so flowery, when she walks, everybody looks at her. That defeats the purpose of the hijab. It has to be baggy, you cannot see through, it cannot print out the body parts, it cannot be scented, it cannot resemble the people of the book. So the concept has to be there, okay? When we talk about al-qawa'id min al-nisa, these are the elder. When they sit at home, there is no problem with them, if they put down some of that. If they listen that hijab a little bit, inshallah. Barakallah feek. Assalamu alaikum. All right. I think somehow the electricity is not going to my computer. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Hello?
Yes,
Okay.
I can. Yes, I can.
My name is sorry, my name is Mustafa.
Okay.
I'm from Nevada.
Yes, Mustafa. What's your question?
My question is, I saw a video on TikTok that was shared on an Islamic site, and they said that in an African village, a man got turned into an apple, of which a sahir did this to him. And my question is, does sihr have the abilities to change a human being into another form, like the Bani Israel were changed into apes and pigs?
Do you really believe that? Listen, sorcery exists. Sorcery exists. We believe that. Sorcery exists. Magic exists. Black magic exists, or whatever it is, whatever color it is. We believe that. There are people who utilize jinn to inflict harm upon people, other people. But to turn them into apes and stuff like that, unheard of. Unheard of. All right? Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah.
Okay, I think somehow electricity is not coming to my laptop, so where I'm broadcasting, so I hope my computer is not gonna die. But we did good, alhamdulillah. We did good. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, brothers and sisters in Islam. 303-500-5101. Give us a call, inshallah. MashaAllah, we did good. It's only 40 minutes. I don't know if we have more questions or not. Okay. Okay, inshallah. Let me see if we can pick this up. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum
Two more
assalam.
questions from the chat.
Yeah, Ismail, go ahead, inshallah.
First one is from Abu Abdullah. Is it allowed for women to make salat without socks?
Well, if the pants or the garment she's wearing can cover the back of the feet, that's the correct opinion. That the bottom of the feet is not a awra if it shows. But the back, which is the upper part there, has to be covered. All right, next.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. The second one is from Jenny. Assalamu alaikum. Is it a custom for the woman to wear white hijab at the funeral?
Not really, but again, the hijab cannot get attention. The scarf cannot get attention. But white hijab, meaning white scarf, it's permissible, you know. But there is no certain color, but the color cannot be an attraction, basically. That's, you see, we need to look at the essence and the spirit of the command of the hijab. You see, what is meant by the hijab, that when the sister walks, nobody looks at her. Only someone who has to, because of, basically she doesn't attract the attention. Like scented, like flowery, like, so any color that gets the attention, we should stay away from it, Ismail. Yes.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. That's all. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa iyyakum. Jazakumullahu khairan, brothers and sisters in Islam. May Allah reward you. Don't forget to sign up for the conference in Colorado. You can also watch it online, inshallah, on my YouTube. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, someone is trying to call, I guess. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
This is Rashid speaking from Toronto.
Yes, Rashid, your question?
Yeah, I have two questions. The first question is about zakat. I recently watched a video on your channel, but I was a bit confused, so I just wanted some clarification.
Okay.
If you have stocks, like you have stocks, how do you exactly pay the zakat on it?
There are two types of Rashid, there are two types of stocks.
Yeah.
One of them that you actually more of a saving account, long term.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other is when you become a broker yourself, or someone who broker for you. Meaning that every day you wake up in the morning and you sell and buy. Yeah. You turn it around. As for the first one, we treat that stock as a saving account. Meaning, whatever profit you receive from that account becomes zakatable. You add it to the cash and the other zakatable money that you have, like actual saving or anything else. So you actually pay on the income, not on the principal.
Okay.
But if you are of the brokerage style, like you sell and buy, then you have to assess like the commodity, like someone who has a store, that you see how much you have of commodity in your store, and then you pay zakah on that.
Okay, so for the long term, it's just for the profit made per stock.
Yeah, that's the opinion. These again are opinions, but this is, in my opinion, the valid opinion because of the way that الله خير. السلام عليكم. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hold on 1 second, please, caller, please? Okay, your second question. Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. Are you allowed to work at the airport where you handle baggage? Like, because you don't know what's inside. It could be alcohol.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Then it's okay. It's permissible, inshallah. You don't know. Jazakallah khairan. Barakallah feek. Assalamu alaikum. Caller, your life. Sister, your life. Or brother, your life. 240, your life.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, Imam, I have a question. Being that on Friday we give salutation to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam a lot, as much as you can. Now the evening afkar, which I usually do after Asr until Maghrib. Now, can I hold on to that and do it after Maghrib and give the concentrate on giving the salutation to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam more, or should I mix it in between?
Mix it in between.
That's my question.
Mix it in between. It's ideally if you do your adhkar before the sunset after Asr, inshallah. So mix it in between. Make your adhkar includes salawat ala nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Barakallah feekum. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Thank you.
Wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters in Islam, we managed. Let me see if we can pick this caller. He's a long distance, but we're having a hard time. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Naam. Your name and state and question, please.
Mahmoud from Qatar.
Mahmoud from Qatar. MashaAllah, Mahmoud. How is Qatar doing with the World Cup?
Allah, Sheikh, I wish they never had it.
Yeah, it's busy, huh?
Yeah, very busy. Very busy.
But mashallah, we hear that they are doing a good job with Islam. Is that correct? That we hear that they have the ahadith posted on the walls and all of that. Is that correct, or these are just rumors, or what?
To be honest, Sheikh, I haven't seen any of that.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything specifically of that sort, but I have seen things that I'm going to ask you in this question, inshallah.
Sure. Go ahead.
So, you know that in Qatar, because of the World Cup, there's fan zones in different areas in the state. So, I'm a young man, Sheikh, that's trying to get married. So I'm looking for jobs, and I found this job. I first have to be on training, and then after that, they will think about employing me. So I'm also working right now in one of those fan zones. And this fan zone, Sheikh, it's filled. It's basically a stage with women dancers. It's also with male dancers that are dressed in female clothing. Also a lot of ma'azif, a lot of music. Wasting of time. If you want to...
I would leave this job immediately, wallah. Barakallah feek, wallah. I would leave that job immediately.
So, yes, I also was thinking about that, Sheikh, but I was asking you, because I also talked to one of the sheikhs nearby in the masjid, and he said to me to do istikhara. So is there istikhara?
No, istikhara is not on something that is haram. You know, the haram, ما نهيتكم عن شيء, يعني the Prophet said, when I ban you from doing something, do it. فانتهوا. He didn't say go and pray istikhara on it. You know, Allah will provide for you, Mahmoud. Barakallah feek, يعني. Allah will provide for you, أخي. والله من ترك شيئا لله عوضه الله خيرا منه. أسأل الله أن يرزقك رزقا حلالا طيبا يا رب العالمين. نعم.
One more question, Sheikh. There's a sister that I went and talked to with her mother, and her mother, يعني صراحة, she said that we are from Ikhwan Muslimin. Would you advise to marry this sister if she was influenced by that thinking?
So you have to be Ikhwani basically to join them, to engage?
No, you don't. No. But her father is.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. Why would she tell you something like that? You're not presenting yourself as a religious figure. I mean, in the sense of you're not practicing.
I am. I'm not presenting myself, and I'm just presenting myself as a person who's.
No. I mean, you're not practicing. You don't look like you're practicing Islam.
Well, she said it before she saw me. She said this.
Okay, let me ask you the question again. You know, sometimes people would say that. Okay, first of all, there are two motives here. Number one, the reputation of al-Ikhwan in Egypt. You sound Egyptians to me. You can't deny that. The reputation is how the media worked so hard to basically defame al-Ikhwan. Maybe she's telling you, you may face some political consequences because people who are listed in the system in Egypt as Ikhwan, they face a lot of obstacles, difficulties, as you know, because of the political circumstances. Maybe she's warning you against that. Or she's telling you that we're practicing Muslims. That's number two. But if she means that you have to follow the ideology and my daughter is going to have to stick to that ideology, then I wouldn't advise you. So, because you have to give the benefit of the doubt to the mother, Maybe she's warning you. She's warning you against what you may face. This is number one. Or she's making sure that you are practicing, that she belongs to some, ideology in Islam, that they are Muslims who are practicing Islam, following a certain ideology. But if she is fanatic towards that ideology, then I do not advise you.
Subhanallah, Sheikh, because her daughter's or her husband is actually mu'taqad.
You see, that's the thing. I think her intention is to warn you against that, to let you know that if you engage, I think that's my, I understand, Egyptians, a mother would not say that. She's just straightforward with you. She's trying to tell you that, you may have to suffer some consequences because of the fact that you will be associated with the family. And you mentioned that the father is already, convicted somehow by the system. So may Allah free him, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma fukka asra. Barakallah feek. Jazakallah khairan, Mahmoud. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alaikum assalam. Okay. I think we're done for today. My computer is about to die anyway, so inshallah we're gonna sign off here. We're gonna sign off here, inshallah. We'll try to come more, inshallah, this week. بإذن الله تعالى. جزاكم الله خيرا. Please join our conference. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Authentic Ilm Mission.
Authentic Ilm Mission presents its second national conference, Denver, Colorado, November 25 to 27. The community of the two lights, Al-Baqarah and Al-Imran. Renowned speakers: Dr. Bilal Phillips, joining live. Sheikh Uthman bin Farouk, Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid, Sheikh Ibrahim Zidan, Sheikh Ukasha Kamini, Daniel Haqiqaju, Abu Taymiyyah MJ, joining live. Farid al-Bahraini, joining live. Wasim Ismail, joining live. If you cannot afford a hotel, state the venue for free. Accredited courses by the International Islamic University of America in Aqidah, Sciences of the Quran, Comparative Religions, and extracurricular on the contemporary dilemma of LGBTWXYZ. Register now at www.ilmcon.org/